Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Weekly Words. I pray that you have been doing phenomenal. This week's question is I don't want to do that. Do I have to? You might be wondering where this question came from. It actually came from a couple weeks ago whenever I was traveling out of town at the airport. So I'm standing in line, ready to go through security, and there is a family behind me. And I overhear the son ask his mother the question, "Mom, why are we standing in this line?" The mother responds, "Well, we have to go through security so they can check all of our bags and what we're carrying." And he said, "What? Do we have to?" Her response was, "Yes, we have to. It's a requirement for us to make sure that everyone is safe." And then the son responds, "Well, I don't want to go through security." And the mother's response was simple. "Well, if you don't want to go through security, I guess you don't want to get on the plane." As I'm standing in the line, that really spoke and resonated with me. She was outlining to her son that it was a requirement for him to go through security in order to get on the plane. And I was like, wow, how many times are we in life where we want a goal or we want a dream or we want something, but we're not willing to do the work required to get there, right? How many times have you been in a situation where you wanted to get a good grade in the class, but you didn't want to do high quality work on the assignments or studying or the test? Or how many times have you said you wanted to get a house or get a new car or get something of high financial value, but you're not willing to do the work of saving the funds, right? Not going out to eat as much, not hanging out with friends as much, and spending money, right? The work required to put yourself in a position to reach that goal. Or how many times have you said, "Hey, I want a new job," or "I want a job," but you're not willing to write a cover letter to go along with your resume, or you're not willing to ask this question specified for that position. You want to just do the one-click apply. There are so many times I myself, and I'm sure you can relate, of times when I want something, but I don't want to do the prerequisite work to get there. And so that's why I love the mother's response so much when she says, "Well, if you don't want to go through security, then that means you don't want to get on the plane." So my question to you today is, if you truly want to get on the plane, whatever your dream, your goal, your vision, your destiny is, are you willing to go through security? Meaning, are you willing to put in the work required to get there? And remember, this isn't just a one-time yes. This is a daily question and weekly question you have to ask yourself, and the answer has to be yes, because if not, then you're not going to stand in the security line, which means you really don't want to get on the plane. And I get it. I am with you. It is so hard and so difficult to stay motivated and inspired sometimes. But remember, like Hebrews 12:11 says, which I believe I've shared before, "No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it." So if you are truly willing to put in the work and get through security to board the plane, then you'll go through those annoyances, you'll go through that work, you'll go through that hardships, you'll do the extra work for the assignment, you'll do the extra application questions for the job, you'll find a way to be more fiscally responsible with your finances to put yourself in a better financial situation moving forward, even though it might not seem very ideal in the moment. If you really want it, you'll make room for it. So my question for you today, do you really want to get on the plane? And if so, then that means that you have to be willing to go through security. If you really want to reach your dreams and your goals and your aspirations, then you have to be willing to put in the work. So even though you don't want to do that, if that's part of the journey to get to where you want to go, then you got to do it. You got to do it. And I pray that you have the discipline, the strength, the encouragement to do it, that you have the people around you to help keep you accountable and do it with you so that you can get on the plane and reach the dreams and goals and vision that God has for you.